Very good morning, students. Welcome to your business study class. Students, today we will learn the leadership styles or types of leadership. So there are number of leadership styles which are used by a leader so that he give instruction to their subordinate. He influence the behavior of subordinates so that they can work with effective manner and efficient manner. Okay, which resulted into achievement of organizational objective. So there are three leadership style which today I will explain. Okay, so first is authoritarian or autocratic leadership. So this leadership style is also called boss centered leadership. Okay, so an autocratic leader exercises complete control over the subordinate. He gives order and expect his subordinates to follow them. It follow one-way communication as the subordinate act only according to the command given by the manager. So no freedom for subordinate is there. Okay, they work according to the instructions given by the leader. Okay, so leader is a dogmatic and does not wish to be changed or opposed. Okay, so the leadership style is this leadership style is very effective in getting productivity in factory situations and facilitate quick decision making. So because quick decision making means the main decision making power is in the hand of leader. Okay, so look here in the diagram. A is a leader and he just giving instructions and commands to their subordinate B, C, D and E. Okay, and B, C, D and E as coordinate, they just follow the command of A. So this, as I said, that this approach, this leadership style is also called boss centered leadership. A is a leader who bosses around and give orders. Next is democratic or participative leadership. So democratic leadership take decisions. So in this, leader take decisions, okay, after consultation and encourages the participation of students. So whenever a decision is taken by the leader, he must ask from his subordinates, he must ask their suggestions. After that, he will take final decision. Okay, so this leadership style is more common and popular as it ensures achievement of goal when they are set with the acceptance of subordinate themselves. So a democratic leader provide freedom of thinking and listen to suggestions, grievances and opinion of subordinates. So this style is of mutual benefit. Okay, mutual benefit means subordinates with that allows subordinate to become a part of team and help leader to make better decisions. So here is the diagram of, so this democratic participative leadership also called group centered leadership, because all leader and his subordinates work in a group, because suggestions are provided, suggestions are given to the leader, okay, by the subordinates whenever some situation is arises. So see, A is a leader, he is at a center point and he give instructions to subordinates and he also gets suggestions from subordinates. So A is the leader who consult with the group. Third is free rein or laissez-faire leadership. So it involved complete delegation of authority. So complete delegation of authority means power is divided, power is given to the subordinates, okay, so that they can take decisions themselves. The free rein leader avoid holding power and surrender the authority to subordinate according to their work. Okay, so he serve as a link who help in bringing the information and the resources needed by the subordinates. So he provide the subordinates resources, information regarding their work, but he doesn't interfere in their work. Okay, so this is also known as laissez-faire, which means no interference in the affair of other. In French, laissez-faire means let allow, and laissez means let allow, and faire means to do. So this leadership style is appropriate when subordinates are well trained, knowledgeable, self-motivated and ready to assume their responsibility. So here is the diagram that. So the last, that is laissez-faire or free reign leadership style, is also called subordinate centered leadership. Why subordinate centered leadership? Because the main focus is on subordinate. Power is divided in subordinates according to their work. Okay, so A is the leader. He provides sources, information, and these are subordinate. They just do their work, and leader does not interfere in their work. So A is the leader who avoid use of power and gives freedom to subordinates. Clear, students?